matter what it is in life that you want, you gotta go out there and get it. Just don't let it come to a sleeper but a dream. Never give up on your goals, stay focused on you. Focus your view, succeed, cause I'm hoping you do. Keep climbing up the ladder, cause the key to success. Go hard and go home, never settle for less. Life is stress, but we gotta deal with it, homie. Send a prayer to the man to put a shield on it. Work hard for what you get, appreciate what you got.
What's up, team? This is Robert Porter and Ipiani Lockhart with the I Love San Bernardino County radio show on KCA NBC 106.5 FM, 1050 AM, where we will talk politics, culture, and history. Our great co-host Ipiani Lockhart isn't joining us today, but he doesn't want to be here because he is on a cruise, and you know he's having a good time right now.
Absolutely.
I've been doing some stepping, dancing, eating on all those buffet lines, man.
Right.
Woo-wee. I bet you he's having a good time. So have a great vacation. Ipiani, you deserve it. But this great show, we have Sisters Making a Difference in the house, and we're going to get into all the great stuff that they're doing, and we're going to have some youngsters on to talk about what they're doing at their school at the very end of the show. So we'll see what's going on with that. We have some events we're going to tell you about as well. But first, I'd like to mention our sponsor, Celebrities Bar and Grill on 40th Street. Max, Zaire, and Zoe are some good people over there, man. They've had some big hits when it comes to repairs on that building and stuff. So we need to go over there and spend some money. So go on their Instagram, Celebrities Bar and Grill. Take a look at all those incredible meals they have all lined up there in the pictures. Pick one out, get on over there, and order a drink and have a meal. Enjoy some food at Celebrities. Or if you are in the mood for a little cheaper meal, and you don't have a lot of money, they have the $6.95 plus tax special all day, every day at Golden Pizza. You go right over there on Golden Pizza on Olive, on Waterman, or Golden and Highland, or there's one in Colton. There's another smaller one on 40th down the street from Celebrities.
All right.
So we got a lot of these going on. Are you guys going to eat some pizza here soon?
Hopefully.
So $6.95 plus tax.
That's a good deal. That's a good deal.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
I mean, for San Bernardino, and it's good pizza. But I personally like the chicken salad there.
Oh, it's good.
The grilled chicken salad is really good.
Yes.
So I get a pizza and the grilled chicken salad. Eat the grilled chicken salad first, and then so I don't eat the whole pizza because it's so good. But Ted, thank you, and thank you, Golden Pizza, for sponsoring our show. We really appreciate you. Our San Bernardino standout of the week is brought to you by Ben Chavez with First Lineage Site Services. I want to say thank you so much to them for everything they've done over the last 2 years. We really do appreciate them. They've made a lot of people smile. And they made you smile, right? I mean, when even though it's just a mention on a social media post and on the air, you know,
it's nice.
Yeah, it feels good to be recognized once in a while. So thank you for allowing us to do that and letting us do that, and we appreciate you. Ben Chavez with First Lineage Site Services. And the standout of the week this week is Letty over there in the YMCA team who put on that parade.
Yes,
the Christmas YMCA parade was fun.
I was there.
Yes, you were, and it was like more people than normal.
It was absolutely a lot of people out in San Bernardino. It
made me feel like the community was out in force for change, you know, I was there last year. I'm there almost every year, and I see how many people are there. And this year it felt like I had to get my little spot in there. And then the video went viral, 4,000 views of just the parade. Right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. And I don't know if you guys do. Are you guys influencers on Facebook yet? Have you gone?
We are influencers just with our social media platform, but you're talking about the blue dot.
Yeah, you get your dot, and then you go to the business suite, and they will pay you for your posts.
Oh, I definitely need to check into that.
Yeah, you need to be making money while you're sleeping, right?
That part right there.
Yeah. So how it works is you have to once you get a certain amount of followers and views, it all starts adding up, right? And then I think I started out, I got $28.
It's still free.
Yeah, and now it's up to I think this month's 160 in bonuses.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, and I've been using all the extra money to pay for these shows when I don't have any extra money. So like it's kind of cool to have that little pot there,
Right.
and
That's
they
nice.
they give it to you every month. At the end of the month, they send it to your account. So you can also get paid by subscribers. So I have 3 subscribers that actually pay me money, 99 cents a month, and then people can give you stars.
All right.
Yeah, so like if they like it, sometimes people I think I make $4 a month in stars or whatever. But
Something.
yeah, it helps me get to these events, team. I like it's not easy to do everything for free,
No, it's
right?
not.
And I'm
He's not lying about
yeah,
that.
so I try to share this with everybody. You know, it can't hurt to try it. You know, you can
Right.
always just stop doing it, right?
Right.
Yeah. So check that out, and thank you, Standout of the Week. We appreciate the YMCA and everything they've done for our
Yes,
community.
It was very nice.
Yeah, they really put on a big show, and then that Jubilee afterwards. I didn't make it to that. It was so crowded, and like I have to shake a lot of hands, and oh man. Sometimes I get so worn out that I gotta get away and go play in the garden.
Right.
Yeah, and I had to do it there. I shook enough hands at the parade for the whole day already, and I was like, I'm ready. You know, I don't mind being really kind in the community, and I love it. But sometimes it does take a lot out of you. You know.
I agree.
Yeah. So I do want to make sure everybody gets proper, greetings and respect, right? Even if you're unhoused or whoever you are, right? But like at the 100th one, you sometimes start to be like, oh, my diaphragm hurts from talking so much, and So that's when you got to realize, okay, I got to go on a cruise, like Yanni, right? Have you guys been on a vacation lately, or?
I have not, but I'm planning. I'm ready.
Okay, well that's one thing I wanted to talk about for a health.
I'm ready.
I wanted to bring on a healthy little segment in the beginning of the shows here too, and say like we should all plan at least one type of vacation where we actually get away from our phone, even if it is in our backyard, without our phone.
Oh,
Right?
local.
Yeah, wherever it is, yeah. Just get away from, do not disturb and go hiking, right?
Right.
It really lets your mind get into the nature, smell nature or whatever. Get away, go on, to Blair Park or where, walk around. You
Right.
know, it's so important to take a break from today's society because it's so
I agree.
rushed. We're not meant to do this, team.
No, we're not.
We are supposed to be walking out of our dwelling, whatever we built, and gardening our stuff outside and making sure that we got some meat somehow, man.
No, seriously.
And we're not used to be this like fast-paced lifestyle that's been happening over the last basically 100 years. So humans have to adapt to that. We have not. So that's why we still got to go back to nature. Get out there
I
and
agree.
get the feeling.
I love nature.
Yeah, and Waterman Canyon's beautiful. Big Bear, we got some beautiful spots. So that's my little healthy healthy tidbit today. And my history tidbit today, I'd like to talk about the history of the Ho-Ho Parade and how important it is to maintain these types of traditions that are really like central to your area. So like we had the Ho-Ho Parade since I was a kid, and now it's been on for another 10 years, right? Since they tried to cancel it, right? And they brought it back. The community brought it back, and it's like this time where like the city did something and then took it away, and then the community brought it back, right? So the history of that tells me that the people wanted it, but why didn't the city in the first place? Why did that even happen? What it was politics and personal and vendettas is what it was.
I
But
can't see.
but it shouldn't have been that way, right?
Right.
And like I still think that the city should be sponsoring the Ho-Ho Parade way more,
Because
right?
it's for the city.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Like I don't know, like we did good this year. I love Miracle on Court Street. They, it is a bit dead during some times over there. We need to find a way to get more people over there. Get over there. Take your kids to Miracle on Court Street, right there on Eaton Court.
And it's free.
Yeah, and the roller skating does cost money, right?
Yeah, $5.
But the kids are having a blast, and they have those walker things for the kids that can't skate, right?
To help
So
them.
so you can learn. I mean, I think they should just throw them on out there. That's what they did to me. Do you remember when you were a kid? That started.
Right.
Oh, bam! Hit the wall.
Ride your bike, scrape up your knee, get a busted lip or something.
Yeah. So head on down there. Don't bust your lip, but you can scrape your knee. Yeah, head on over there to Miracle on Court Street and have a good time. And the history is that, like, when we have something historical like the YMCA parade or the Ho-Ho parade, or eventually Sisters Making a Difference sweater events and toy giveaways, like, we gotta
support.
Yeah, let's support it, and like especially the city if we can. Right?
Yes.
Let's try to find a way to be more supportive of these events, because these are what makes a kid smile and have nostalgia for San Bernardino.
San Bernardino.
Yeah, they're gonna love it, right? Instead of having some kind of negative connotation.
Right. Yeah. Or going somewhere else to another city.
Yeah. So we'll start out with introductions with Sisters Making a Difference. Please introduce yourself and tell me what your part is in Sisters Making a Difference.
Hi, my name is Keisha. I'm the co-founder of Sister Making a Difference.
And what does that mean?
Well, pretty much do what the founder do.
Do what the founder do? All the hard work. You do a lot of hard work.
A little less.
Yeah, you do a lot of work.
We do a lot.
Okay, does that mean you're part of a non-for-profit?
Or is it a community organization?
Community organization? Okay. Does it mean you have to set up events?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Set up events.
Do you have to call people?
Oh my God.
That's her part.
That's her part?
She do most of that.
Okay. Well, what is your role? What do you feel like your main role is? She said.
We got
A little bit of
parts
everything. It's a little bit of everything. Promoting a little bit of everything.
Do a lot of stuff.
Pick up toys.
Coming on the radio, like all this
Yeah.
stuff is promotion.
It's a part of
Being
It's
there.
a little bit of lot.
Dressing all beautiful for the show and
Get off
and
that.
and fancy for all these events.
All right,
Yeah.
you know
Oh, yeah.
we love events.
Oh,
If
yeah.
anybody been to Sisters Making a Difference event, you guys know.
They go all out. You look one direction, you see games and fun, and you see another direction, it's Muda, riding a bike somewhere or jumping off something crazy in a Grinch costume, right?
Yeah.
You love Muda.
Yeah.
You got guys everywhere now. There's superstars out back east somewhere.
There's a lot of people out there doing some great
Yeah.
things for San Bernardino, so you got to give it up to all of those organizers that's organizing great community events for the love of San Bernardino. So,
You just
Big
remind me of
applause.
one. Angel Baby.
right.
Right? He set up the event, the turkey giveaway.
Yeah.
He just listen to this to you. This is incredible. He's taking over for Art LeBeau.
Right.
Really?
That is like, boom, man.
That's a big
for
thing.
a radio show host.
Right. That's a big deal.
Woo!
Yeah.
Incredible. And I got my start, right next to Angel Baby at
Oh,
KCAA
nice.
here. Like, he already had another radio show on another station, and so he was already definitely a star before I came in. But watching them do their thing and learning from them as a young radio show host was invaluable. And now to
Right.
see that he's taking over for like the king. Oh my! Good
That's
job,
super
Angel
dope.
Baby. Yes, right on. And let's go through a couple people who have done incredible things in the community. And let's name some people different than us.
Let me see a couple of organizers that I know have done some great things in community. I know Young Visionaries. A lot of people know them.
Terrence Stone.
Right.
Yes, we know
You have to
Terrence.
give credit where credit is due. You
Yeah,
know.
he has a whole team. I mean, when he takes a picture of his team, it's like a
Right.
long table all the way down the street, around the
Absolutely.
corner.
I believe he's like
Yeah.
20-something, 24 years in the game as well.
Oh yeah, and cuts. those cuts need Band-Aids.
I know Music Changing Lives Josiah, he's been 26 years in the game here, so you got to give credit where credit is due. These individuals have been putting on
And
for the
he's
community.
changing lives.
Right.
They've revamped that whole corner of the community
For
up there.
the urban garden, yes.
Yeah, it's amazing the things that our local organizations
Locally
can do.
done. Yeah, locally done. And these men have been leading the way for quite some time. So you have to give credit where credit is due. When you're an organizer and coming up, you know, you give homage. With anything you do, you got to give homage to those that's been doing it. It's not like the game been, you know, not done. It's just some of us, we're coming to do it in a different way, to a different capacity. So I think that's probably why we get the respect we do. We ain't bumping, standing on nobody's toes, stepping on nobody's toes, asking for help, or, you know, going up there trying to wing off those that has been doing it. We came in doing the work, and it's us, our family. You know, we've been doing this for the last 6 years for San Bernardino. So, you know, seeing that, but staying in our lane is the biggest thing when it came to giving. Staying in our lane and trying to connect with the like-minded individuals that's wanting to really genuinely serve San Bernardino was all what we stayed on.
And you know how you tell if somebody really wants to serve San Bernardino team?
Right.
Is if they're still here.
If they still here doing the work.
Yeah, and now sometimes you have to leave. Like you can. It's really hard to become a professional and stay in San Bernardino. Honestly, you have to go somewhere else and work and come back. But if you come back, you'll have my respect for the rest of your life.
Right.
I stayed here and did it all. You know, not
Exactly.
everyone can do that, right?
Right.
But like the people that did have to go somewhere else, become a head of that department, then move their way back here.
Right.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Do that. Go learn and come here. Now, but also we need to make sure that we can hire from our own too.
Absolutely.
We don't do enough of that, I don't think.
Right.
I mean, we often hire from outside the community and they commute here to work.
That's the problem I think we have it mostly is the individuals that are hired for San Bernardino that's in leadership or even something to an extent to make decisions for the people here in San Bernardino. They don't look at it from the outside looking in. They just look at it from the inside out. And that's where we go wrong, as we can see all the problems exist in our community from the things that are going on. And then we can't not be blindsided to it. We see it. But it's not the heart, it's not in it for our city or what works for us. So I think when you're coming to the table with things of planning things, I think they need to bring individuals that has some type of care or, you know, leverage to the people to be at the tables when they are making decisions and policies and things like that, because that's how a community was really going to thrive. We're not thriving because people are just making decisions based on their own personal view of what growth or what growing or thriving looks like to them. But personally, it's not a personal thing. It's a community thing. So if you're trying to leverage the community into planning something to help us, you have to bring those individuals to the table to help us.
I used to say, I'm a one-man army.
Right.
Well, guess how long that lasted? Shoot, not very long at all. Because
It takes everybody.
You can't do it all on
Yeah.
your own, man.
Yeah.
It's impossible. You can try,
Yeah.
but you'll end up burned out.
Yeah, absolutely.
You need the community. You need everyone to come around.
Absolutely.
And that's being a commissioner with the city of San Bernardino. That's one thing that I always try to push is that partnership between the city and the organizations out there that really need our city to, you know, come out there and maybe a little more than just waiving a permit fee. It could help to actually, you know,
Right.
hook up an event, like actually fund an event or sponsor an event or something like that for some of these organizations.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, if they throw an event every single year and you know they throw it,
Right.
help them throw it one time and then let them use that other money to do something else. Right?
Right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so that's how
I
that
definitely.
works. Are
I
you guys
definitely-
running your phone? Like, you got business on here?
Absolutely. The business nonstop, but
Yeah.
no, that's one of our sisters that's actually a part of the team team as well. But
She wants to come
she
on
was,
here?
Yeah, she was actually trying to look for it, so she just.
Well, we can send.
Yeah, she's gonna take care of that to let her know where
Okay.
we're actually at, because the address I sent was wrong, so my bad. Sent the wrong address.
Well, just let us know, and maybe with someone of the boys over there.
Yeah.
we get-
So it does take a community to take care of the community. Not one individual have all the answers to the puzzle. We're not designed that way. We are
No one's
designed.
that smart.
Right, we're designed to do our part, find others that do their part.
Except Eric. That guy's smart.
Eric, you're
Yeah,
smart.
yeah,
So yeah, and that's how you end up thriving. You don't burn yourself out. You work as a group. You collaborate. You partner, right? And voila.
You have an incredible event. 2,000 kids got toys.
Last year, 3,000.
3,000 kids got toys.
Yes.
3,000 smiles.
3,000 smiles, more than that, because they're family. You got to count the mamas and the daddy. That
Oh,
got
yeah,
smiles.
oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
They
And
were
then-
smiling.
And then the smiles, the residual smiles after
Right.
when they're playing with a toy.
Right.
And the little brother steals a toy. And
Right.
Smiles because the little girl's. I
Right.
wouldn't have done that. My brother actually always stole my toys. Bad boy. I'm gonna get you, brother. You don't steal my toys. I'll make sure that the Santa gives you some coal.
Oh, yeah. Sharing is caring.
I'm just being silly.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have some events coming up here. It looks like
We
you got this.
do.
Vernon Dental presents the Gingerbread Lane San Bernardino Community Christmas, i.e. Night Before Christmas Tour. Tell me a little bit about that.
So we have a Christmas tour. So this year, as everybody knows, usually we'd be at Valley College for the one event. One day, one event, show your love, you come and you go. This year, we were more intentional with the giving. You know, we took a step back. This year had a break from the community for a little while we kind of pour into ourselves and our kids and our family. But the giving, as you know, it needed to be more intentional with the giving this year from the things that we've been through as well. So we adopted 5 different communities this season. And so we have a Christmas tour for 3 different days. Starts this coming Friday, the 20th to the 22nd. It starts off in Highland. So we're going to be in the 5th district and surrounding communities, but it's throughout San Bernardino, the 5 tours.
Okay.
This stop at Bernardino is the last of the tour, which is on the 22nd.
Okay.
This is for everybody. If you're out there and you're listening, I know we did have a open Eventbrite link for everybody to register. As soon as we opened it up, as everybody know, it got packed really quick. So 500 individuals is registered for that event. We serve on a large capacity, but this year we are sprinkling out our love across the community instead of hosting one
event.
event.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing for that event. You want to let them know where this gonna be and what they're doing, what we're doing?
The Bernardino, the address is 1655 North Mount Vernon Avenue, San Bernardino, California, 92411. Sunday, December 22nd. The time is from 12 to 3. All the presents will be distributed on a first come, first served basis. And children must be present with an adult.
Absolutely. Please bring your mom or your dad or your caregiver.
You did great. I mean, shy and everything.
She talks sometimes. She do.
I don't talk so much.
Yes.
That was awesome. Well, I could see how you're testing the water. You're testing a new event, but like who knows? Maybe in 10 years there will be 3 events with that you know, I never know. But
Right.
I'm not wishing you all that work, but maybe you'll have a bigger team that
Yeah, I can say we're not doing this alone. We do want to thank all of the partners and individuals in the businesses that actually teamed up and partnered with us for this event. We can't do it by ourselves. We have to thank those that came on board or that has been on board with us for some of the events that we've been hosting across the community throughout the year. We know Hope Culture. So thank you, Pastor Rick and the Hope Culture team, Miracle, Omar, and Ramo with his organization as well. We want to thank Chase Bank for donating toys. We want to thank Option House. They came and played a big part in this as well. We want to thank all of the businesses that have a drop box location to collect toys for us for this event. They gave us videos, and most of these people, I can say they've been down for the last 6 years. Since we started, no matter what SMD team do, they jump on board, they get involved. But for Christmas, it's a lot of great people out there doing a lot of great things. I know Andrea Price and her husband, they come through.
I love the Prices.
Right. Thank you, the Prices.
Thank you.
They have some stuff coming in for us tomorrow. She just hit me, so thank you for that.
They support everything.
They support
Yeah.
a lot of people from Redlands. I want to thank Maria Frey and her husband out there in City of Redlands. They actually support everything we do, the council member out there. If I'm forgetting you guys, please beware, I'm tired. I love you guys.
We're thanking all y'all. Yeah.
Anybody that got down with this event, guess what?
Anyone.
Thank you so much. Bernardino, one of our Dropbox location. Lido Apartments, the management team from Lido Apartments. Thank you guys so much for getting involved, hosting an event on your property. Parkwood Knowles Apartments for Friday's event. Thank you guys so much. Rainbow and Ready, everybody know we love you so much. We'll be over there on Saturday morning. We want to say Village Green Apartment in Colton. Thank you and your team for getting involved and bringing a Christmas to your community. So we have some great people that's
When do you get to sleep?
never.
Once these events are over, you might just pass
Please.
out, but then Christmas is coming.
Oh my goodness. Lord Jesus, this has been a week. So if you guys want to get involved, guys, it's not too late. We do have an ugly sweater party coming up on this coming Thursday. We will be at the Jazz Raquel Lounge in the city of Rialto. So thank you, Pat and Tim and team, Mickey and Ashley and all you beautiful people over there for allowing us to host this beautiful ugly sweater party there. You guys come bring a toy. So the thing is, you bring a toy, unwrapped, new, not used toy for a child 0 to 17. You bring it inside or you donate $10. That's the thing. We'll have food. It'll be live music. We'll have a 360 machine. It'll be card games. I know Omar Perkins and his team will be hosting a card tournament. Come out, have a great time. It's game night. So come out, have a great time with the team. Come see everybody that got involved. Come check everybody out. Come meet the team. Come have fun. Lay your hair down. Come party with us before we have to take on the 3-day giveaway of the tour. God bless our hearts, be before us. But come party with us on Thursday night. We'll have a good time together.
That's awesome. It always helps when you have
Good time for yes.
And then when you have a good time and good people,
Absolutely.
it becomes community.
Right.
You throw some kids and pups in there, it becomes family. You know,
Yes.
This is the kind of stuff that I have nostalgia for.
Yes.
Because I, went through these as a kid. Going to these events, and I want the kids of San Bernardino to be able to be
feel
adult.
the same way.
Yeah, and still have some good memories.
Absolutely. I must say for Raquel's, there's a 21 and over event. This is not for the kids to come and receive toys. This is a place where we will be collecting toys. So we need those to understand it's a 21 and over event this time around. Usually we host it at Valley, but this year we, letting the adults do the adult things and have a good time. Right?
Okay.
So come on out and support your local community. We'll appreciate it.
Yeah, so I did federal campaigns for a while in politics, and I helped this guy who didn't drink, and he never had any alcohol at his fundraising events.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, there's alcohol at his fundraising
Oh
events.
my.
Well, I'm like, dude, you're the most anti-drinking guy I know. What's going on here?
Right.
He just wasn't anti-money.
Gotcha.
You got me? So alcohol always equals more money at those collection events. So.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I
So
love
that's just one thing I found out.
That's the lounge. It's game night. Come watch a game. Come chill, hang out.
Have a good time.
Have a great time. Lay your hair down. It's the end of the week.
Donate some money.
Come donate. We have Jamaican food that we will be selling out there. Jamaican oxtail bowls and also jerk chicken bowls. So come support
Oxtails too?
the Jamaican cuisine. Yes.
No.
Yes. Come on out.
That sounds good. I'm hungry right now, but you hungry, Eric? Let's get some oxtails.
Come on out, Eric.
They're not cooking them right now, right?
No, they gonna be
We're gonna-
marinating probably
they're
by
They're
Wednesday.
gonna be ready for that day.
Ready.
All right, so we have 25 minutes left. So I'd like to go over. Let's dive deep into like why did you start Sisters Making a Difference? What was the idea? Like what gave you guys this wild hair, or what pushed you? Was it the Lord? Was it yourself? Was it
Always
your
the Lord.
kids, or was it all of it together?
Everything. You can tell them.
I mean, where our grandma used to give back when she was alive. So,
Oh, can we dedicate this show to your grandma?
oh yeah,
What's her name?
Dolores Bradford.
We dedicate this show to you.
Thank you.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Thank you.
She used to give back when we were younger, so we used to go with her while she give back to the homeless people in LA. So we just followed her steps.
Well, that's a good role model, that's for sure. And
Yeah.
And she so be a little more specific. She would take you to to give or to see how they lived, or
Yeah, with my grandma, all of the individuals that was unhoused and homeless, they wasn't like to us when we seen them, they wasn't like strangers. My grandma treated everybody like family, so we will always see that if they were come to her door, knock on the door, like she would let them let people take showers, give them food, give them blankets, give them necessities.
she's a saint.
And so, like, when they used to come, we were so young, but we were like, oh, they at the door. But we never knew that they were, like, unhoused or, you know, stuff like that. But so my grandma was really big on Thanksgiving, giving. But when she would cook everything from scratch. Everything we'll help her prepare, cut, you know, the greens and the pies and things. And she will definitely
Macaroni and cheese.
everything, everything. But her greens was something different, and her sweet potato pie from scratch was just something a whole different.
Was it mixed greens or what?
No, collard greens.
Oh, she only used collard.
Only collard greens with some what's the kind of meat that was in it? Neck bones.
A turkey or
No, it wasn't turkey back then. She did all beef. Yeah, it was. It was this neck bone. So she would definitely cook, and then I know the day of Thanksgiving, I just remember that we didn't eat first. We couldn't eat first. We had to serve first. So we will eat at a certain time, but that morning we will go serve the people. And we'll go serve, and then we'll come back, and then we'll have our family.
And
food.
To me, it feels good to serve others.
Yeah.
And especially in a capacity where they're very happy to receive the service.
Absolutely.
So Lou was feeding the homeless Thanksgiving.
Oh, right.
meals
Yes.
and
She
sauce.
does an annual thing.
And
Yeah.
I was having a blast. I mean, they were so excited. You know, there was a few. You know, there always is.
It's
but-
always
yeah.
but most of the part they going through something, so you
They
just
just want to talk to somebody.
they want to talk to somebody.
Yeah, man, and like I like to call people sir, or ma'am, or whatever, you know, and like you could see that they like getting a little bit of respect.
They do.
And there's nothing wrong with saying that kind of stuff. Just because people don't have nice clothes doesn't mean they don't deserve some
Absolutely
respect.
not.
You know?
Yeah, I agree.
And who knows? Maybe that tiny little bit of respect you gave them might give them the next
Push.
esteem
Absolutely.
that they need, right?
I agree.
So I want to thank Lou and her team for putting that on in the first place. And then
Absolutely.
I want to thank myself for going
Being
there
a
and doing it.
volunteer.
Yeah, and thank myself for putting myself through that because it made me feel good.
Right.
Like it's all right to thank yourself.
We can't do nothing without
It's not
volunteers.
selfish wanting to feel good.
Absolutely
Right?
not. Not with the work that you do.
Yeah.
You have to definitely.
It actually helps you keep going, right?
Yes.
So sometimes you have to also look yourself in the mirror and say, "Thank you, nerd." Or
Something.
that's what I say. I don't know what you guys say.
Yeah.
Like I always know it's a nerd alert if I'm thinking myself in the mirror, but sometimes I do need to like self-reflect. Right?
It's important.
So what your grandma inspired you, and what caused the next step? Like, so you're an adult, or were you serving the whole time before then, or?
So, and even and with our mother, it's 8 of us. So even with our mother, we
Eight siblings?
from my mother's side,
When, all girls or?
6 girls, 2 boys. So yeah, even with my
Those
mom,
boys had a lot of girlfriends. All right, yeah. Lucky man.
yeah. So we are always a family of giving, or my mom always had her doors open to others, or other children, or other families. So we kind of was
she had a
always
school?
around. Yes, and everybody had their own friends. So everybody friends of different capacity, different age groups was always at the house sometime throughout the week, weekends, or whatever. But at the end of the day, when it came Sunday morning, if you spent the night on Sunday morning, everybody had to wake up for the prayer circle, go to church.
You're going
So
to church.
the prayer circle would be like 20 people in the living room. 20 people in the living room holding hands praying. But, they appreciate that. A lot of our friends stayed out of trouble, didn't go to jail, didn't die from the little and things
I stayed at people's house. My family was not a church-going family. I'm not really sure why. But my dad did. He believed in God, but he wasn't really church-going. But whenever I stayed at my friend's house, Sunday school, you get to do things like do the bean and grow a bean or whatever they're doing.
Right. Sprout, water.
That stuff, right?
So,
So I did enjoy it. And I never really understood why we didn't go to church, but I think it might have had something to do with things that happened with my parents when they were younger in the church. So they kind of ruined it for them. But I'm still a spiritual dude.
right.
I don't have specific, but I kind of take little advice from Dr. Hill, rest in peace. She's like, I'm a member of all the churches.
Right.
Yeah,
So.
like she would be comfortable in any one she would go to.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, that's how I gotta be, right?
Right.
So and it's amazing. Like sometimes when you're in a church where you're you didn't think that you would fit in, and then you're just there for 10 minutes and you see the community and you fit right in. Even when you're not a part of the church, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I always like to do church events, even though I may not be a specific member. It's like a chance for me to give back to God a little bit. Show him hey man, maybe in the future, if I do enough things marked down, maybe St. Peter will be the kind, whatever. I just hope that, and if heaven is here on earth right now, I want to live that way, right?
Agree.
So even if, it's better to do it now, and if there isn't nothing, gee, at least you did it here and got something, some good out of your life, and you gave something back to humanity. And that's my thing in San Bernardino is I try to love everyone that I can as much as I can, and then at a certain point I gotta love myself.
You have to love yourself first. You have to put yourself first, because how can you pour from an empty cup?
Yep.
You cannot. You take too much on your shoulders.
But it still feels good to help others and see them succeed. People that I consider competition, I do not consider rivals. You make a rival.
Right, exactly.
Right. You don't have to be a rival.
Right.
In fact, if you feel hardcore competition with someone, you're probably learning from them.
That's it. They don't want to say it, but they are.
So accept it and give the respect where respect's due, and who knows? They'll learn from you too.
Exactly.
Right? They're watching you too. And you turn that rivalry into something good, you're working with each other, right? Just because you're on different basketball teams doesn't mean that you're not friends off the court, right?
Exactly.
So that's the way I've been looking at things and trying to even if I see someone doing something similar to me, I try to elevate them as much as I can,
Absolutely.
even if they don't elevate me, right? And what's weird is later on, after a few months or whatever of being you'll start to see a here or there from some of these individuals.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They stay watching. That's the thing.
Yeah, and you look at their shares. Look at people's shares. People put out a lot of work, no shares. How hard is it for me to? I have lots of groups. I can share. 3 or 4 more clicks. I can do it for you. Right? It's not that hard. But I know those people have a lot of family and friends. You guys can't. give them a share.
Get them people a share,
Yeah.
guys. They're working hard.
Yeah, you can't give them a share even with the post. They working hard.
Right.
Yeah, or something like you're not proud, right? So like,
No.
yeah, maybe they are, or maybe they're in competition or whatever. But like, give us a share anyways. You know, even if you hate us, give us a share. You know, help us out here because we're trying to do our best to inform the community, which is very hard sometimes, right? I know that when you're giving away toys, it's easy to get a lot of people to come to an event, but it's not easy to inform them that the toys are there, right? That's usually word of mouth. But once you get them to come for free stuff, San Bernardino comes out. But if you don't got free stuff, right, it's hard to get people to come. It really is. And so like,
Definitely it depends.
yeah, that's why you have to have a mixture, right?
Yeah, you can't just give that out without having a hand up. You have to have. That's why we really, really, really are big on having resources connected to the giving of all the giving we do. Like, so not only are you having a hand out, you're having a hand up too, because you're gonna get some type of resourceful information, some effort,
and also
dedication,
even like, so you're going to an event, and I know some of the events can be expensive with vendors and everything, but like, find a vendor and just buy one thing, even if
Get
you
the
are
support.
Yeah, if you are that poor, and like you can't, okay, find the cheapest thing you can find at the whole place.
Right.
Buy that one thing.
And share their
Yeah,
share a post that you bought it from them and tag them in it.
A keychain, whatever. And if it's food, like you had a bunch of kids, buy some fries or something like that, right? I know it's not easy to buy all the seven. You said 7 or 8? 8 kids. I can't even imagine what your mama had to do when going for a Happy Meal or something. That's 80. Oh my gosh! Like, God bless her. Wow. So like but like even in those events, like those vendors need to make it. So like if you can afford one little thing, right, please buy it and show your love at these events, because those vendors, they're buying a spot there, and sometimes they can't, they're not making their money back, right? So like we gotta work out with them. Then there's other vendors are trying to make their mugs or their
All
crafts.
types of things. There's a lot of small businesses here, so support your small businesses, guys.
Yeah, they got good.
They have great things.
Buy a mug with your husband's favorite sports team.
Right. But small businesses, don't be trying to boost the prices up. Please don't do that to us when we try to support you.
Yeah. Make sure they're reasonable, right?
Because sometimes.
It's this weird conundrum when you start
Yeah.
a small business, because unless you buy a large quantity of units in the first place, you're not getting no discount. So you're like trying, you're buying 10 shirts and trying to it's really hard to make any kind of a profit, right? See, I'm sold for $20. No one's gonna buy that shirt for $20. Yeah.
Got a little butterfly on the right hand side. Like, come on now.
And the craziest part is like, you keep that shirt at $20. Go ahead, right? What's gonna happen is you're gonna end up.
I'm going to Crazy Balls.
No, you end up giving them away.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens to me. Instead of selling them, I end up giving them all away, right? So you don't get zero.
That's true.
Like, how are you gonna charge your mama for a shirt? Right? Seriously. You're like, oh man. So like, so the cheaper you got it, the quicker they're at the door, right? That's how you gotta
You
look
want to
at it.
get the products off. Yes.
That's everything, team. So if you want to look at your business, you want to be successful, look at the units. How many units you're going to get out there? How many units you can buy for a cheaper price, and then how much you have to add to that price to get out there to make your profit back, to be able to buy your new units and give yourself a little something. Now, if you're just starting your business, you're not going to be giving yourself a little something. You're going to be putting all that back into your business.
Right, because you have to.
Yeah, because you give yourself too much of something. You ain't
have nothing.
Yeah, so this is just a little advice from me, because I've gone through this a lot. You have to learn how to up your units. Otherwise, you're not going to make it. Like, for example, Golden Pizza, right? He's got to sell those $6.95 pizzas, right? That's a cheap price for a pizza, right? So he's got to sell a lot of pizzas to be able to start making that make money. But he's doing it, right? So it is possible to do it, right?
Yeah, great.
So you got to find out what your units are, and you're going to sell them, right? So your units here, you guys' units are for you do advertising, right, and marketing for people, right? So that's another realm that we all deal with. We have to get sponsors. So how do you go about asking somebody to give you money?
That's a great question, Your Honor. So basically, it's more like donation letters, right? I can't say the individuals as far as sponsorship goes that's been supporting the crafts we've been doing in events has been the same individuals. I'm really big on getting the community involved with what we do because a lot of people want to be involved with giving back. They just don't know how to, or they don't know where to support, what to support, what different causes are out there. So it's up to you as a community organizer that loves to give back to go address that with these businesses as far as their outreach goes.
So you're making sure they realize this outlet to help others is through you.
It's through you. It's very important to get the community that supports these businesses to get these businesses very hold them accountable to give back because the community is what's keeping them in business. So when it comes to giving back, I'm very good with making sure they know these are the same individuals that keep you in business all throughout the year, and it's one time of giving back. You can really do something for them.
Hey, go shop local. I mean, that's the main thing we can do for our businesses, right? You know, it's easy. Now I like going to Redlands. Don't get me wrong. I'll go down State Street. I'll go into Ontario. But if I can, and I know it's in San Bernardino, I try to buy it here.
Right.
So that includes gas and everything, team, right? Because our city runs off sales tax. So like the only way for us to get new streets and things like that, we have to buy local stuff. So it serves two purposes. We get to help our local friends.
And also in our city.
Yeah, and then it helps ourselves because we drive on these roads.
All right. And they all not good.
Yeah. Hey, and I can say that because right in front of Amy's house is one of the biggest potholes in the whole city.
Oh, wow.
I water and mow our pothole. It's like an extension of the grass, right? Like you see cars when they roll down, they're like, boom!
Oh, wow.
It's like the street is cement. It's the original street that was put down in San Bernardino on the dirt. Wow. So there's never ever been repaved ever. Right? So
my.
Yeah, the houses are 100 years old this year on that street.
Wow. Are they having a celebration for that?
I painted the house. I painted it all by hand. That's a celebration. Wow. But it's just amazing to me, like how degraded things can get over time.
Yes,
you know.
Of course.
So that's why we have to spend money here in the town, team, and buy things here so that money does go to these things we want. We want police officers. We want not fire anymore. All our property taxes goes to pay for county fire now. That's why we don't get it. But we do. Our city goes towards fixing our roads, paying for our community events like the Miracle on Court Street.
Right.
Now, what about Miracle on Court Street? Have you ever gotten?
We did. We did Miracle on Court Street 2 years ago, I believe.
Okay.
But since the capacity, we don't like to do many events when we're actually getting ready for our large
It's
event.
just too much work.
It's too much work. It takes a lot.
What about a compilation? Like I know they, Gio does a toy giveaway.
He does.
There.
I seen that. He's going to be in Riverside, I believe, this year.
Oh, yeah.
So it's many people doing great things, and we can't all service one. So all of those that are having events or hosting events, that's good for our community because it's so many people here. So
I was just thinking, since they're having 2 weeks of, maybe they won't have that next year. I don't know, but maybe if they could have a toy giveaway there every different organizations.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Every single day, then they have a lot more people at that place because
connecting and collaborating and
it's really dead. Like a couple times, Amy's been singing across the street at the Enterprise building. And I look across the street, and it's pretty dead. So we need people to come down there, team. But this is the first time we've done it 2 weeks in a row, right? So it's a big thing. So and now that Liddy Gutfeld's gone, Ernesto needs some help, I'm sure. So maybe let's get some collaboration.
You can hire me.
Yeah. That's how it has to be.
You can hire me, definitely.
cool if you're putting on a huge.
Absolutely. I love what I do. I love planning. I love, bringing people together, of course, but just like anybody else, people are getting paid to do things they love to do. So
I know the DJ. I mean,
everybody,
yeah.
right?
Get
So
paid
when
to
it's
go-
coming to planning and connecting at that capacity, bringing people together, community,
the dot connectors.
that way.
Yeah, that's how you have to be. You have to be able to. This dot goes to this dot. This dot goes to this
Absolutely, and
dot.
that all takes
Yeah.
phone calls, emails, connecting, and making sure everybody's in a line and assigned and everything. So it's a lot of work, but some people love
This
to
whole
do it.
show just snuck by because we're having too much fun. Where are those
Absolutely.
boys at? Bring those boys on in here. Where are they at? Come on in here, man. We're getting you live on the air. They're coming in?
Here they come.
All right. Let's get
Let
them
them
on
tell
here.
them. Let them tell them how they've been connecting with the community and what they do for the people. Let them all they volunteer
Yeah.
hours.
Come on over here. Come on over here. Let's get this microphone right here. So tell us what school you go to, man. What's your name? Tell us your name.
My name is Ron Charles Sterling, and I'll go to Victory Elementary, and I'm in 5th grade.
All right, come on.
There
come
you
on,
go.
don't be shy, don't be
What
shy.
you do for the community?
Talk in the microphone.
You gotta come up.
I pass out food for the homeless and hand out waters.
Good
What
job.
about the kids? What you do for the kids?
I give them clothes and I
What
give
about
them
the Christmas
food.
giveaways?
Oh yeah, we hand out stuff for kids that don't have presents.
Well, that's really nice of you. Now, what's your name? Tell us your name and what school did you go to?
My name is Ezekiel Freeman. I go to Golden Valley and I'm in 6th grade.
I love Golden Valley Knights. G-O-L-D-E-N.
Stand up here. Stand up here.
Oh, I'm still doing I can still do them. What do you do for the community?
I help the homeless people that live in shelters and I pass out food.
Well, that's super nice of you. And we dedicated this show. Would this be your great-grandma?
Yes.
So she was a giver as well, and I appreciate your whole family. And I see you all being these leaders in the future. Do you think that you might be throwing events like this when you're an elder?
Yes.
All right. But first, you're going to play professional football. What team do you want to play on?
What, when I get older?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, if I were you, I'd play on the Chicago Bears. But I mean, if you,
I'll probably pick the Eagles.
the Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles. All right. Are you a Philadelphia fanatic? That's for sure. All right. We got 2 minutes left. Tell us one more time your event. Oh, we got one more boy. Did he want to come on? No. Is he too
The
shy?
event is gonna be the San Bernardino SB Community Christmas I Eat Christmas Tour, taking place December 20th, which is this coming Friday, till the 22nd this Sunday. So you guys can go on our IG, Sisters MD, go on our Facebook, check us out. We're posting and tagging all the time.
Like it and share it.
Please, and if you want to be a volunteer, it's not too late. Come out to the Ugly Sweater Party this coming Sunday. Say hello, bring a toy, bring some holiday cheer and some love.
And this is Robert Porter missing Ipiati Lockhart, and we are out of here.